Hello, I'm Taylor Thomas.
And I'm Christine Hernandez, and we're the founders of Impact Initiative. Today, we want to talk about enjoyment. So, if you are like us, you have struggled with this topic because most entrepreneurs struggle, most people in general struggle with having the ability to enjoy their lives. So, today, we want to talk about how you can find more enjoyment out of your life. And so, we're going to propose that enjoyment is a choice. And some of you may agree, and some of you may not. But what I found in my life and for many of our clients, so many of us, we like wait. We wait to get to the finish line. We have this goal or we have this thing that we're moving towards. And really, we're waiting to enjoy life once we get there, once we arrive. And the reality is, no matter how many things I've accomplished, whether it's a fitness goal or a business goal or a relational goal, if I wait to enjoy it, the reality is we won't enjoy it because we're just going to surpass it and actually move the needle. As high drivers and people who like to reach goals, most of us just continue to move the needle. Whether we find success or failure, we'll just bounce to something else. And we never really take the time or even understand how to enjoy it. So I think the first thing here is like, how do you choose enjoyment? How do you even do that? What does that even look like? If you can't enjoy it when you arrive, then how do we do it in the process? Because the reality is, showing up every day doesn't, it's not sexy. Like Taylor always says, it's just not sexy. And it doesn't always feel good. So a lot of times we can really just start to hate the process, which actually makes the accomplishment almost a little bit bitter when we get there. We're like, that actually wasn't even worth it. And that's typically because we didn't choose to enjoy the process. And it just, we get there and we're like, yeah, anticlimactic. Like, well, it's kind of flat lines. So, Taylor, what's that look like for you? And how have you either not chose joy or enjoyment during the process? And how have you learned to maybe choose more enjoyment or utilize that within your process and as you went through all of the things you've accomplished or failed at, one or the other?
This is a big one for me, and it's a big one for both of us in as it relates to Impact Initiative and our mission and vision there, because it's something that I have struggled with um, for so long and have gotten to a place where I realize that, to your point, enjoyment has to be a part of your daily decision making. And to expand on that, where so many people find themselves is that we feel like we have to suffer now so that we can deserve to enjoy our position or our accomplishments somewhere down the road. And to piggyback off of what you said, the fact of the matter is that when that's our mindset, when we get there, it's never going to feel like we thought it was going to feel, and it's probably going to actually be the opposite of how we thought we were going to feel. You said bitter. We feel, it's certainly anticlimactic. We feel like we didn't accomplish enough. We're already looking ahead to some other something that we feel like we should be accomplishing, and so the enjoyment piece, and again, the decision to enjoy the process is such a critical piece of the puzzle. And where that starts is figuring out how to be engaged in that process, meaning that we have to understand what it looks and feels like in our lives, in our businesses, to set ourselves up for small wins and celebrate those wins along the way. Because the truth of the matter is that it just takes a really long time and it's very hard to accomplish big, amazing, great things. These goals that we all have, right? Build amazing businesses, reach our fitness goals, like you said, right? Wherever in our lives that we're looking to accelerate our growth or be different or better people or step into our full potential, those are long plays. And so it's that engagement in the process, and it's that ability to celebrate those wins and see that process as just as valuable as that big win at the end, right? That big goal that we have in 5 or 10 years, or you and I talk a lot about legacy, 100 years down the road. And so that's where I want people to land. I want people to um, be in a position where they they're excited about every day. The process that they are a part of is fulfilling and it's engaging. And that process is fulfilling enough that yes, we have things we want to accomplish down the road, but you know, if we get there, great. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean that we have to suffer. It doesn't mean that we have to sacrifice our enjoyment on a daily basis. And this is where, for so many people that we work with, we really want to help change the narrative, right? That you can and should enjoy this runway, this thing that you've committed to, because otherwise, what's the point, right? It should be something that you're excited about. And of course, you're going to have bad days. We all have days that feel like we can't quite get a handle on it, and the stress is mounting up. But overwhelmingly, those days should be enjoyable. And so one of the things that you and I have developed is what we call an impact action plan. And the best way, or one of the best ways that we have developed to help people understand what this process is, and how to stay engaged and remain engaged in the process, is to be really, really clear on your goals. And so if you are someone who is always looking 10 yards downfield, if you're always looking towards tomorrow or next year in hopes that that's the time that you can enjoy it and finally reap the benefits of all your hard work, I want to invite you to go to impactinitiative.network. From there, you can download our Impact Action Plan for free. What that's going to do is it's going to give you very, very tactical steps to reach 30-day goals. And so it's going to start with an evaluation process, and then you're going to go into what we call a roadmap, where you're going to map out exactly what your 30-day goals look like. And then you're going to be able to take that into one step further, into action steps, where you get into some tactical solutions to what it looks like to meet those 30-day goals. So again, this connection to the process, this very clear view of what it looks like to accomplish your goals, is what's going to keep you, one, connected to that process, but also help you understand where you're spending your time. If there are parts of your process that aren't enjoyable, this is going to help you identify them and help you understand where to focus your time and energy so that you can find that enjoyment. So again, that's impactinitiative.network. You'll see an opportunity to download the Impact Action Plan for free. From there, it's a resource that we've designed, that we've deployed and helped thousands of leaders understand how to engage in this process. It's something that we want to provide for everyone. And so again, impactinitiative.network, download the action plan for free and let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time.